Well, it is the fourth day since hundreds of schoolboys were abducted from the school in Kankara, KATSINA state. And further investigations reveal that the bandits had sent signals the day before that they were coming to attack the town. Residents also believe the siege on the school may have been a reprisal by the bandits against an earlier attack on their enclave. While parents hope the awards will be rescued, one of the children who escaped after an agonizing day in captivity explains that the attack was the most terrifying experience of his life. TVC's Abdullatif Yusuf and Sifon Isien shed more light on this latest security challenge in their report.
Government Science Secondary School Kankara was one of the rural boarding secondary schools established by the Balarabe Musa administration in 1980 to cater for a growing population. It was converted to a science secondary school in 1999 as one of the pilot schemes meant to assist the state to incubate more science and technology students. The school, now a point of global attention, looks like a deserted battleground. A few classes remain open with bags scattered all over. Anxious parents mill around hoping to get more updates about a rescue mission being organized for their missing children. They are yet to be given much hope. It appears some of the boys taken away are from this particular class. If you look around, you will see bags with books all over the class. I have to come back to the school again to listen to what the school authorities have to tell us about our missing children. Since the incident happened, nobody has given us any concise information about the exact number of missing students. The school population, according to the state government, was 839 as at the time of the attack. Conflicting reports about the number of students still missing and those that have returned home does little to ease the confusion that parades the atmosphere.
Aspas mun hara gudu kenan he muka ji ana cewa a dawo to he muka rika jin wasu murya ma yan uwan nan mun dauka yan sanda ne ko sojoji suke cewa mu dawo.
This is one of the boys that escaped from the clutches of the bandits a day after they had been taken, and his narrative presents a clear picture about what happened on the day of the abduction and how many students were still abducted. Thought, the Fulani boys came in a large number and took 586 of us along to the bush. I managed to escape by a miracle, but the number of boys with them is above what the government is saying. Those people are ruthless. His father cannot hide his joy that his son is back with him, but he also prays fervently for the safe return of others. The district head of Kankara is disturbed about the security crisis in his domain, but urges people to be strong.
The
problem has been on for so long. We need serious intervention before the land is taken over by the bandits. This incident has further opened up the gravity of the security issues in the area. The parents still keep hope alive that the students will be rescued safely and call for prayers from all concerned Nigerians. Abdullatif Yusuf, TVC News, Katsina.
USMAN Abdullah is grappling with the sad reality. His 14-year-old son is still missing days after gunmen attacked the government science secondary school, Kankara. It's a harrowing experience for the farmer who lives within the neighborhood.
The people who did this are familiar with our community. They know us. It's hard to believe they could take my child.
Abdullah's son is among the 333 schoolboys still missing after the attack, according to the governor. The locals believe the kidnapping of the schoolboys is in retaliation for an earlier attack on one of their settlements by vigilantes. Kankara has witnessed a number of attacks since July 2019. During the penultimate incident, 12 persons were killed according to the locals. In the wake of the recent incident, security forces say they have located where the abducted schoolboys were taken.
The very likely culprits are the bandits that are operating in the northwest, especially by the information from the Ministry of Defense that they've been sighted in a nearby forest, which is close to Kankara. If you look at the map, you will see the forest roughly about maybe less than 100 kilometers from Kankara. And then that forest would also lead to the bigger forest in Kaduna, in Birningwari. Now, these are all locations where we know bandits are operating. However, the challenge is this. We know that in the last few months, these bandits have had contact with terrorists. And the way this abduction happened is reflective of the Chibok abduction.
The incident has sparked protests in the KATSINA state capital, and more groups are threatening to take to the streets. It also raises arguments about the status of the Safe School initiative launched after the Chibok schoolgirls' abduction.
I recall that in 2019, Nigeria signed what is called Safe School Declaration. That Safe School Declaration, I've studied that document. It gives, basic security measures that the government, school authorities, local government, even communities, CSOs, everybody has a role in ensuring that schools are protected during conflicts. But of course, it's a long way from signing a document and the implementation. Maybe this KATSINA will jog us back to where Gordon Brown left us.
Prime Minister Gordon Brown, he, together with other international dignitaries, came together and started the initiative with a fund of 2.3 million euro. And the objective of that fund was to support schools, school communities, including pupils, teachers, school administrators, to enhance their security profile. Also, the communities where the schools are located improve their security. And then lastly, vulnerable populations within school environments to improve their safety and security.
The situation brings to the fore how vulnerable schools are across the country. Sifon ACN, TVC News.